This is a gorgeous Singer 99 that I just finished restoring. It is ready to sew, and that's what I'm going to show you today. This machine was manufactured in 1956. The serial number is AM474563. This 99 has reverse. I love this feature here. Having the reverse is such a plus, and they make gorgeous stitches, and they're really strong. These are a heavier machine than your 301 or your featherweight, but truly you just can't beat the power that a machine like this has. So this is kind of the baby sister to the 66, which was even heavier, but still you have a lot of room here to the right of the needle for some of your bulkier projects. So we're going to test this out, and at the end I'm going to sew over some denim for you, just so you can kind of see how strong it is. This machine does come with a case. It is in the base that the lid of the case sits onto. These latches work, so you can pick it up by the handle when it's in the base and latched. I have a manual for this machine. This manual will tell you everything you need to know about this machine. The button style foot control has been completely restored, and you will see it does have awesome variable speed control, and I'm going to throw in 3 of the class 66 bobbins with the machine, and it has the original attachment foot on it. So let's thread it up and check out how it sews. It's all threaded up. There's a little switch up here that we just twist, and that is going to turn on the new LED style light bulb that's in here. It's not going to show up on camera as much, but it does actually do a very good job of pointing right at where you want to sew. There's also a new belt and tire on this machine. So I think we'll start sewing with cotton first. Okay, so I have 1 piece of cotton folded in half, so 2 layers. And check out real quick, look how beautiful the decals are still on this machine. There is a little chip here on the bed, and here a smaller one. There's a few scratches, but really not that many. There are some scratches on the back side of the bed where whenever someone was sewing, whatever was dragging across the bed, it kind of put some real soft scratches into it. But overall, this machine is beautiful. So let's listen to how it sews. Let's watch it stitch. I'm going to keep the tension at about a 2 or a 3, and we will start out on the longest stitch length. So over here, I'm going to be adjusting this to change my stitch length. Pretty simple. And now we can just start sewing. So you can see how slow. There is definitely speed control here. You can go slow or fast. Let's turn this corner. We'll do a little bit more of this longer stitch. It's so important to me that if I'm going to use the vintage style foot control, I want to have that variable speed. If I cannot sew slow, it's not worth it to me. So I'm going to change the stitch length now to an 8. And then let's bump it up to that really fine stitch. Okay, let's take a look at this. So here, I don't know what that's from. Probably from when I was cleaning the machine. Here is the 6 per inch, and let me show you that that is 6. If we take my little seam guide here and we line it up with the beginning of a stitch, you will be able to count. There are 6 in an inch. So that's good. But also just look at the quality of this stitch. Here's the 6, then we transitioned to the 8 per inch, and then this is that really fine. It was just a little bit less than 30. It was 20 or so. So, and if you flip it over, it's beautiful. I always work really hard to get the tension set as perfectly as possible, and you can see this machine is doing a fantastic job. So let's look at some heavier fabric. So now I'm starting with, again, 2 layers of cotton, but this is a long skinny piece, so I'm going to fold it up on itself a couple times and we'll get up to 16 layers. I'm hoping that you can pick up how the machine sounds when we hit the heavier layers. It does not skip a beat. So let's do this on about an 8 so we can check our stitch length when we go into those thicker layers, making sure it's not changing stitch length on us. And I'm only going to do a few before I fold this up. I want to make sure I have plenty of room to sew through the thicker layers. So this is the first extra layer we're going to introduce right here, and this will make 4 layers of cotton. Let's go a little bit further and fold it again. So now we have 8 layers of cotton. Did you did you see that? It's like nothing changed, which is pretty insane. Let's do the final fold, 16 layers. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. My fabric, it didn't want to jump that bump. See? Even a belted machine, those I worry about them getting a jump start on the heavier fabric, but this one's really doing really well. Turn the corner and let's go all the way back down. Listen to how it sounds. And you can sew nice and slow or really fast. All right, let's check that out. That's such a fun test for me. I don't know why. Okay, so here we go. Here is the top. That was 8 stitches per inch, and that looks really good. I don't see any problems there. And the back side, again, even where we transitioned, the stitch length is very accurate. Isn't that wonderful? Now let's check out some denim. So last we will do some test sewing with this scrap piece of denim, and I'll try to hit some of these thicker portions and we'll see how it does. And I do have some other stitching on here, so we'll pay attention to where these stitches are coming in at. Right over the seam. And done. Let's look at it. So here's where it ended, and I probably chose the wrong color here, didn't I? But you can see all the way around. Here's where I came around. Really great, and that is right along that original seam for the pocket, so it's hard to see. But that's it. Let's look at the back. Here we are, going across the back, and then it comes down. I just like to show you this. This is, exactly what you're going to get. So there you have it. This machine is already listed on my website for sale. It's truly a workhorse, and it's a good looking one at that. No chips on the hand wheel, which is something that I see a lot. It was really well cared for, thankfully, and all I had to do was just enjoy the process of taking all the parts off, cleaning them. I did take apart the motor on this one and polish the commutator and check the brushes, and it's good to go. It's like a brand new machine. So let me know if you have any questions. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I think before this leaves my shop, I'm going to do a video on how to thread the machine, how to wind the bobbin and load it up. I think that would be nice to have, and I don't know when I'll have another 99 to do that with, so why not do it with this one? It's gorgeous. See you real soon. Bye.